we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
So he's entering season number 5, and make no mistake about it, Mike, at times he has shown flashes of brilliance, but they just can't seem to put it all together to be a perennial playoff contender. Now new coach, new situation. Can he become the franchise quarterback that they need him to be, that they drafted him to be? Because if he can turn in those consistent high-level performances, I think he can change the future of this franchise pretty quickly.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action for Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really, things not there. Don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Whenever he comes in the game, you know exactly what you're going to get. He may not be one of the ultra-talented superstars or anything like that at the quarterback position, but he's a reliable presence in the huddle. He brings a lot of stability to this role, and he is capable of doing his job well and more than giving your team a fighting chance.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. It's an Arizona first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here on 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Taking off, he'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. On the ground, DeMercado. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and a bit more downfield.
Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Jacksonville.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Uh-oh. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Etienne will get into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Amari DiMercado to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So on 4th down, here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a 1st down.
It doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Etienne. Finding space at the 15. And he's in! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Cardinals 7.
Touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cards offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Brissett will set up the screen to DeMercado. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Oh! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. In motion is Myers. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards to pick up there. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
This run straight ahead for ETN. And that one's going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second down, Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A 54-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cardinals offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Play action, and here's Brissett. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Brissett gonna throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Now, this looks like a design run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To throw is Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this stays a 2-score game.
Defense.
So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. Back to the ground after the penalty. Open space inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll try zone read on 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll go play action here with Brissett. And he'll take it on in. Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Extra point now by Riley. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Cardinals 14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Third and 6. Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And the Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguar first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll go right back to down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Lawrence. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face third and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it here with ETN. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Lawrence. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now Ryland for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Cardinals 21.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On first and 10, Lawrence. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Lawrence now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really can't afford to go 3 and out here, Mike. I know you got the lead, but it's not insurmountable by any means, especially after they just scored their last time out. So they've got to dial up their best third down protection, best third down play, whatever it is. By any means necessary, they've got to keep this drive alive.
Now here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Cam
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Dortch now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Brissett will set up the screen to DeMarcado. And
just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
now Brissett. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Etienne now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead.
21.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. To throw is Brissett. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throw it. Brissett. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here is Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
16.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Brissett. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's Brissett. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
So, on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
A 52-yard attempt.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Cardinals are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now ETN. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Cards offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown, as this drive will start with a first down. DeMarcado. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than...
And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Cardinals will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at The 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 7. Here's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Man in motion here is Washington. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's swung out to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, DeMercado. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
And the Cardinals.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Brissett. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Tie game, 2nd half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. They put Wilson in motion. On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get about 5.
Andrew Winger on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Off he goes.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Brissett gonna throw. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. Amari DiMercado. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will go up by 7.
Cardinals 38, Jaguars 31.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're trying to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Run the toss here to Etienne. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and for the defense that can...
Oh, big hole touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Dortch now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Brissett. Open man, left side, he's got it. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continue.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogba in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Brissett. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. A first down throw for Lawrence. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try left side with Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
We'll go back to Etienne on first down. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Oh, in trouble as down he goes. Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Lawrence on the draw. It's Etienne. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Etienne. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Ball carrier taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And the Jaguars going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working something.
And he's got another one. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Jaguars will go up by 7.
45, Cardinals 38.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Dortch now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here is Brissett. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. Will set up the screen to DeMercado. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
Now, a big 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. They're trying to hit him with a screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Here's Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock is stopped. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Second down and 8. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Hazel Tootin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.